Yes, it is now official. My new book, Terrible Tales for the End of the World, is a critically acclaimed 5-star box office smash hit. I sound a little bit surprised. What happened? Hello everybody, it's your old friend, your bud, your pasty-faced, blue-eyed Anglo-Saxon boy and comrade, because it's YouTube, Rorschach here. And I just want to give you an update on my book then, Terrible Tales for the End of the World. Yeah, the sales are going surprisingly well. And okay, my opening gambit there about the book being a critically acclaimed box office hit might be exaggerating just a little bit. But, you know, I can back it up with the evidence here. I've got a 5-star rating. No, I didn't rate my own book. This is somebody who thinks my book is pretty good, and I've been getting lots of really positive feedback on it. Most people say, well, this is the maddest thing that I've ever read, but they say that in a good way, and I tend to agree with that opinion. Really, the book is mad. You see, I've had to live in England for the last 2 years with talk about boosters saving the NHS, statues being torn down, millionaire footballers kneeling. There's been a lot going on over the last 2 years, and it's been very frustrating for someone like myself to watch anything on the mainstream media, whilst the mainstream media deliberately does all it can to not, you know, point out the obvious liberal sacred cow dressed up as an elephant in the corner of a room. You look at the TV some days, you read the Daily Mail online, and you say to yourself, how can they not see what is so blindingly obvious? And then you start to understand, the reason why they can't see is because they're paid not to see. Well, you don't get that from someone like me. I'm a genuine outsider. And I can look at the insanity that has been going on in the world for the last few years, and I can say to myself, well, what have I got to lose? I can just write some silly stories about it, and hopefully people will enjoy those silly stories. And that's what I've done. The Terrible Tales for the End of the World. So 10 liberal slaying stories, quite appropriate this Christmas actually. Liberal slaying this Christmas. So what better way to maybe open up the eyes of some insufferable liberal family member this Christmas? Maybe, you know, the kind of liberal family member who still labours under some weird misapprehension that the conservatives, the hard right as they call them nowadays, are in charge. When we all know that the Conservatives haven't really been in charge in Europe, at least in England, my homeland, since, you know, the 1940s, since Winston Churchill was booted out. So no, the Liberals need to be reminded of just who it was who's brought us so low. We've got this wokeness going on at the moment, which is nothing new really. It's just liberalism continuously needing to propel itself by inventing new victim groups. And the fact that none of this very obvious information gets discussed in the mainstream media today, or you don't see it in any of your entertainment vehicles, can get, you know, very frustrating. But yeah, luckily for you guys, there's some weirdo out there, me, Mark Anthony Pritchard, aka Rorschach, who's got the time to write some stories for you that I think that you'll enjoy, because I am slaying all those sacred liberal cows in this book in a funny way. It's not a political book. I'm not trying to get you to vote for any party in this book. There is no party to vote for. We've just got to get to the end, really. We're in the cycle of Ragnarok at the moment. Things will be destroyed and we'll have to start again. But we might as well have a little bit of fun whilst everything, you know, burns around us, right? And that's what my book's about. I'm having a little bit of fun. So it's mainly a comedy book. It's a silly book, and it's an insane book because, well, of course it has to be an insane book because it reflects the world that I'm living in, that you're living in today. So check it out. It's available now on Amazon. £6.99 for the paperback version. I think that's the best option really, because you get a fantastic front cover. It's a big chunky book. It'll be perfect as a Christmas present for like a liberal family member, or just a present for yourself. I think in US dollars that'll be under I think it's under $10 US for this big chunky paperback book of 10 stories, very easy to read. Most of them are 20, 25, 30 pages long. You can read one story in one setting, and they're all on different subject matters, the kind of subject matters that you wish that, you know, your mainstream entertainment would talk about but won't touch with a barge pole, because they're just a bunch of of corporate sellout liberals. And you can say a lot of things about me, but you're not going to be able to call me a corporate sellout liberal. That ain't me. I'm just a weirdo living in his mother's basement, writing books like Terrible Tales for the End of the World, which is available now on Amazon. And yeah, the sales are going really, really well. And I'm very happy with the first review. So if you do pick up the book, if you do read it and enjoy it, please give me a review on Amazon. That'd be very much appreciated indeed. But I'll conclude the video now. Just remind you then that the links to my book down below. It makes the perfect Christmas present. Because the front cover is wonderful. I'm very happy with it. I designed that myself. That looks bloody good, doesn't it? Pat yourself on the back, Rorschach. And the stories inside there, the maddest thing that I've ever produced, and I think it's a perfect reflection of the world that we're living in today. Really happy with this project. Check it out. I am absolutely sure that you'll get a lot out of it, and yeah, it'll be a good conversation starter for sure if you pick it up for any insufferable liberal in your family. Okay, guys, thanks for checking me out. The book links down below. Have a wonderful Christmas. Take care. I'll catch you all later.